Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Now in today's class we are going to learn about the simple pendulum. Time period of the simple pendulum, how to find and what is the meaning of the seconds pendulum. Okay. So first of all we will learn that what is a simple pendulum. A point mass attached to a light inextensible string and suspended from fixed support is called a simple pendulum. Okay, means the line should be inextensible string and suspended from the fixed support. The vertical line passing through the fixed support is the mean position of a simple pendulum. Okay. Now, for the time period, first of all, we have to make some assumptions. There is negligible friction from the air and the system. The arm of the pendulum does not bend or compress and is massless. The pendulum swings in a perfect plane. Gravity remains constant. So by assuming this, we can move further. Now suppose in this diagram, we have shown a mean position of a pendulum with a dotted vertical line and it is displaced from the extreme position B. So mass of the pendulum or the bob mg, it is moving downward direction. The length of the string, it is shown here as L. And the distance of the extreme position from the center, that means it is the amplitude given as A. Now mg can be resolved into two components, mg cos theta and mg sin theta, where theta is the angle made by the extreme position with the vertical position. Okay. Now this will help us to find the expression for the time period. So see here, in the displaced position, that is the extreme position, two forces are acting on the bob. The first one is the force T or T dash due to tension in the string. So due to the weight, the tension T dash is developed in the string, that is the first type of the force, directed along the string towards the support, and the another one is the weight mg in the vertically downward direction. So these two types of forces are acting on the bob. Thus the weight mg is resolved into two components. The component mg cos theta along the string, which is balanced by the tension T dash in the string towards the rigid support. The component mg sin theta perpendicular to the string is the restoring force acting on mass m, tending to return it to the equilibrium position. That means mg sin theta is the restoring force which is always directed towards the mean position. Okay. Now according to this, restoring force can be given as F is equals to minus mg sin theta. But theta is very small. We have to keep in mind, we have to keep the theta very small, nearly less than 10 degree. So we can write sin theta is nearly equal to theta degree. For small angles, sin theta will be theta. So force F is equals to nearly equal to minus mg theta. So how the theta can be found? From the diagram, it can be theta is equals to x by L. L length of the string, x is the displacement. So theta can be arc upon radius, and from that we are finding x by L. So substituting in above equation, F is equal to minus mg x by L. Where m, g and L are constant, so F is directly proportional to minus of the x. That means force is directly proportional to displacement but in the opposite direction. Okay, so here we can write, thus for small displacement, the restoring force is directly proportional to the displacement and is oppositely directed. Hence, the bob of a simple pendulum performs linear simple harmonic motion for small amplitudes. Means simple pendulum will perform simple harmonic motion. So this is the condition we found here. Now let's move for the time period. The time period T of a oscillation of a pendulum can be given as 2 pi divided by omega, as we know that from the definition of time period, t is equals to 2 pi upon omega. Now omega is what? Acceleration per unit displacement. So we have to keep here 2 pi divided by acceleration per unit displacement is the time period. Now using the previous equation of force F is equals to minus mgx by L. The force can be written here mass into acceleration by Newton's second law. So ma is equals to minus mgx by L. After solving this, we will get a is equals to minus gx by L. So a by x, that means acceleration per unit displacement. A by x we will find from this equation to be minus g by L. And if we consider only the magnitude, it will be g by L. Means negative sign should not be considered for the direction. So substituting in the expression of time period t, we will get means the above equation t is equals to 2 pi square root of L by g. As in the denominator we are getting g by L in square root. So after solution we will get here L by g in square root with the multiplication of 2 pi. So this is the expression for the time period. Okay. Now we can conclude the following for a simple pendulum. Some conclusions should be drawn from this. The first one is the period of a simple pendulum is directly proportional to the square root of its length. As from the formula t is equals to 2 pi square root of L by g. So directly proportional to square root of L. The second, the period of a simple pendulum is inversely proportional to square root of acceleration due to gravity. It is also from the formula. T is equals to 2 pi square root L by g, means inversely proportional to square root of g. Third, the period of a simple pendulum does not depend on its mass. As from the time period formula, there is absence of notation of mass m. That means mass is not included in time period. It is independent of the mass. Last one, the period of a simple pendulum does not depend on its amplitude. It is also, we can conclude from the formula, as the amplitude is not there. What is the formula? T is equals to 2 pi square root L by g. So it is also independent of the amplitude. These conclusions are also called as the laws of simple pendulum. First law, second law, third law and fourth law. Okay. So these are the laws of pendulum or the conclusion from the pendulum. Now there is a special case that is called as a seconds pendulum. The pendulum or the simple pendulum whose period is 2 seconds is called seconds pendulum. Exactly 2 seconds is its a time period. That type of simple pendulum is called as a seconds pendulum. So what must be the length of the seconds pendulum? For that we will solve this. According to formula, time period t is equals to 2 pi square root of L by g. Now for seconds pendulum, time period is 2. So substitute here 2 is equals to 2 pi square root L by g. So it is seconds pendulum. So length is converted to ls. Now solve this. We will get finally ls is equals to g divided by pi square. That means length of the pendulum directly depends only on the value of exact g to be divided with the pi square. So we can find the length of the simple pendulum. So these are the concepts regarding the simple pendulum. The simple pendulum, how it performs simple harmonic motion, its time period, its laws, and special case, that is seconds pendulum. Hope you understand all these concepts. If you have any doubt regarding any step, please comment here. If you like our videos, share it and subscribe our channel.